Nogales now has a new city manager. So the city's police chief, who was serving as an interim city manager, has been hired for the top job permanently.
But some residents and city council members question how the hiring process went. Our chief investigative reporter, Chorus Nylander, is live from Nogales City Hall with more on their concerns. Chorus.
Yeah, well, Sean, tonight Roy Bermudez is finishing out what was his first week as the city's true city manager. But during a city council meeting this week, his hiring was put under the microscope as a group of a few council members raised some concerns about the hiring process. They made an effort to try and get a legal opinion on his hiring, but that effort failed.
Let's recall that I suggested that all this be done before you make your determination. And I was very clear that once that determination was yours after you got input from everybody. But you didn't want a legal opinion. You didn't wait for a legal opinion.
And that was during Wednesday's council meeting. That was City Attorney Joe Machado reminding the city council that they didn't follow his advice before and wait for a legal opinion before choosing to hire Bermudez for the job last month. Bermudez now makes $150,000 per year, the highest ever for a Nogales city manager. The council didn't do a search for any other applicants and made its decision, the discussions of their decision, away from public view behind closed doors during a nearly 2.5-hour executive session with no public discussion on why they reached their decision before voting to approve his hiring. 3 council members, including Salo Bonilla, raised questions over Bermudez's qualifications. Even though he's worked for the city for nearly 40 years in the police department, his bachelor's degree is in emergency management, not public administration, as required per the city charter. The charter does say that it can be in a related field, but Bonilla tells me he doesn't believe emergency management counts to that. Part of Bermudez's contract states that he will also receive $20,000 towards furthering his education.
He's the highest paid city manager in the history of Nogales with no experience, no education whatsoever for this type of job. And on top of that, we're going to have to pay for his education, all on taxpayers' money.
And I requested an interview with Roy Bermudez, but he did not reply to my request. Since the council didn't get enough votes for that legal opinion, there's not going to be one. Bonilla says it will ultimately, really the only recourse out of this would be for residents to choose to file a lawsuit against the city about this situation. And he says several of his constituents have told him they may very well do that. And we'll keep you updated on what happens here. For now, we're live from Nogales City Hall tonight. Chorus Nylander, News 4 Tucson.